Hey folks, Mysterious JG here, and many months after the initial promise of a new Romance of Three Kingdoms 13 Fame and Strategy Expansion Pack Let's Play for those who donated $25 or more to Zerfall's charity stream of 2017, I'm finally just about ready to get it started. I did say there were no promises about how soon it would get rolling, but yeah, I did intend to get it started before now. If I don't hurry up and get it started, the odds that I will finish before it's time for Zerfall's 2018 charity stream are slim and none. So here's what I'm going to do in this video. I want to make this fairly quick. I've been going through, I got Zerf to send me a list of the people who donated and what they donated. I've been going through the video where I announced this opportunity to see who in the comments for that video had submitted new characters. I've also tried to figure out people who donated $25 or more and didn't comment in that video but had previously submitted a character to the last RTKXIII Let's Play. So what I'm going to do is go through the names of the people that I'm pretty sure I'm going to be putting in a character for. I'm going to go through the names of people who donated $25 or more, and I don't have any record of a character to give you a chance to jump in and say, hey, you missed me. I, you know, I put in a character for the last LP. I figured that was good enough. Well, the thing is, the last LP has well over 150 comments, so it's tough for me to search through it efficiently. So, like, if I spelled your name slightly wrong when I was searching through the find functions, or if you used your character name instead of your YouTube name when you donated, blah, blah, blah. The point is, I'm going to read through the names of the donations to give you guys a chance to let me know if I somehow missed your donation. But before we do that, real quick, I want to go through what are we actually going to do in this scenario and give the people who donated a chance to express their preference. I know people put in birth years and stuff. I think unless you have a really strong preference of where you want to start, I'm going to just have everybody working together on the same force to maximize the amount that the people who donated will actually be visible during the Let's Play. Because some people chose a force that I didn't interact with too much during the Let's Play, and they didn't appear very much. And I think by and large, people weren't happy with that. To the extent that I can, if I notice, I'll try to respect your starting positions. But I may just grab everybody, use your comments to create the character, and just dump everybody into the starting force that JG Mystery uses. Okay, so I'm going to quick go through the ideas I have for what we can do in the scenario, and then I'm going to start running through the list of people who I have a character for and the list of people I don't have a character for. So if you did not donate to the LP, you may just want to skip this video and tune in when it's time for the LP to start and find out what we chose. So my ideas. Idea number one, because it's for Zerfall's charity stream, is to start a new force with Zerfall's avatar as our leader, and I'll probably be playing as JG Mystery and trying to work for Zerfall. This will be kind of fun potentially, because as the Zerfall AI in-game avatar makes bad decisions or doesn't let me do what I want to do, I can have the amusing fun of blaming Zerfall for all of my failures. There's really two different ways I thought we could work this. Oh, actually, I just thought of a third one, so let me throw this into my little list I've got. The first one, and I played around with this a little bit off camera, and it didn't go very well. It went south very quickly. But that would be to start Zerfall, just have a city with Zerfall and some created officers in it, and start out in like Nanman territory, far southwest of China. We've got about 2 cities we can expand to before we run into any other forces. But like goofing around with this for an hour or so, we ran into Shiji's force, which almost immediately, as soon as we try to expand anywhere near him, he starts attacking us, and he starts out with much better developed cities than we do, because the Nanman cities suck. So starting off with Zerf's force, it's like having a created officer force led by Zerfall starting in Nanman territory might be extremely difficult, but it could be interesting. The second one, which would probably be much easier to actually win, would be if I took Shiji's force, which is in the far south of China. He starts with about 3 cities. He has decent cities, and as you play RTK games, Shiji, whose name I may be mispronouncing, his thing is his AI is not expansionist. He rules over his 3 cities. He never tries to take over any other cities. He puts up a decent fight when you attack him, but that's about it. So we could edit his force to make Zerfall the ruler of that force, and then we could dump all of our officers in there and have a AI force that's normally passive become an aggressive expansionist force in China. Another possibility would be to either have, and this one might be too easy, have Zerfall as our AI leader take over the force of Ma Tang, like edit the Ma Tang force so Zerfall's the leader, or just have Zerfall and the other created officers work for Ma Tang. I also have as an option, instead of editing the Shiji force so that Zerfall becomes the leader of that force. I think I'm allowed to edit forces. I might be completely confused here, but we could just go to serve Shiji, and JG Mystery could just try to earn enough deeds to use his favor to request Shiji to expand, even though Shiji's AI doesn't like to expand. Um, Another possibility is for the created officers, including JG Mystery, to serve the Yellow Turbans. I've never played a game of RTK where I work for the Yellow Turbans. I've been meaning to play a game working for the Yellow Turbans to see what it's like. I did have people commenting in one video that it's not really that interesting because the Yellow Turban campaign just turns into two huge starting forces, seeing who can expand most quickly into the cities that don't have anyone in them. So it may not be as exciting as it sounds, but it could be fun for us all to be Yellow Turbans, listening to Zhang Jiao and trying to overthrow the Han. Last two possibilities are that JG Mystery, Zerfall, Bobo, and the various other created officers could serve Dong Zhuo, because Dong Zhuo starts off in his scenario with a powerful. He's got good cities that are his, but he's kind of surrounded by enemies. Because, of course, historically we know that Dong Zhuo makes an enemy out of everyone else in China, and although he's able to stave them off, he gets betrayed by his own and taken out. So it might be fun to see if the historical events play out and Lu Bu takes over our force in the middle of us working for Dong Zhuo. And then the last possibility, because this is something way back when I did my Let's Play of RTK11, somebody asked, they said, oh, I would really, like they actually wanted to find a way to pay me money, which I declined, to do a Let's Play, like a custom um, patron Let's Play, where I would play as Yuan Shu in RTK11. RTK11, you play as a force rather than an individual officer. So I declined, but and I don't even know if that person still watches my videos at all because this was years ago. But we could also have the created officers go to work for Yuan Shu. Yuan Shu being the guy who, in the novel, gets his hands on the imperial seal from Sun Tzu and declares himself emperor, and thus, again, similar to Dong Zhuo in that sense, makes an enemy of every other warlord in China by declaring himself emperor, and is taken out. But the reason I put that at the bottom of my list of scenarios I've thought of to do is that it would be actually fairly similar to what I've already done. Playing as Yuan Shu would be a lot like playing as Lu Bu in that we'd start in the same general region. We'd start with a few cities, no ability to expand without attacking another force, but we'd have like decent cities, decent troop counts, decent officers, especially with a bunch of createds, and we'd be trying to take out, but it's the same forces. Like it would be in the same region of China, very similar starting scenario. Because I almost always like to start at the scenario where Dong Zhuo was just fallen, because that's the most open-ended. So there you go. We could start a created force with Zerf as our leader in the non-Mon territories. We could edit Shiji's force to be led by Zerfall. We could edit Ma Tang's force to be led by Zerfall. Or we could serve Shiji. We could serve the Yellow Turbans. We could serve Dong Zhuo. We could serve Yuan Shu. Those are all things that would be potentially of some interest to me. I guess we could serve Ma Tang as well. So now to wrap up the video, I'm going to read through some text files I've created for myself. These are the people that I believe I have characters that I've got your information. There may be individual bits and pieces missing. The prestige that everyone's supposed to select a prestige. I don't know that prestige does anything for a character that's not being controlled by the human player, so I'm really not that bothered about making sure everyone gets the prestige they requested. No offense, if you requested a prestige, I'll give it to you. I'm not gonna like really make an effort to hunt down prestige requests from people who didn't provide them. But I know I'm gonna have a character for Zerfall, for Zed Sword or Z Sword, for the Unknown, for Toll Panzer, for Longshot 137, for Mr. Shelton 25, for Man with No Name, for Earl King, or Erlkönig, for Shaman 490, for Tensu Makati, for Wembley 2018, for Bobo the Vulture, for Maxwell Damage, for Putaro, for Medius Grav, for Jaxors, for Lord of Lizard SP, for History Buff, for Fat John, for Callan Lancaster, for Kaidia of SNA, my own character, Alt Dragon, Bob Jackson, Lord of Lions, Tussandwish, Laurentian, Hazel Took Kitty, Bean, Chris Maverick, and Antius6. All of you guys, I know where to find your character input. I'm either going to take your old character from the previous LP and try to give them a prestige, or you've given me new entry. But I know that you're there. I'm going to go ahead and create your characters. I have a character build from High Priest Funeral. I didn't see him on my list of donators from Zerfall, of somebody who had donated $25 or more. Zerfall provided me a text file of donors. It's possible that the file is slightly screwed up because I don't see High Priest Funeral, but he posted as though he had submitted, or he had donated $25 or more and was ready to submit a character. So I'm going to take you at your word, High Priest Funeral. Maybe respond to this video and confirm that you donated, or say, oh, I meant to donate, but I didn't actually. Oops, my bad. Maybe next year, whatever. But otherwise, I'm going to use your character from a prior with the edits that you suggested. People who did not respond to my latest video about the $25 donation, but had previously submitted characters and did appear to donate $25, that would be Ringcloth, Master Reaper, not Grimmeth, Master Reaper, and GSG Destroy. You guys, I'm going to take your old characters, and unless you respond to this video and want to make a change in the next week or so, I'm just going to give you whatever the default is for anything that wasn't a part of character creation last time around. Okay, now I've got a list of people who I believe donated $25 or more, but I can't find any indication that you've ever submitted a character. This might mean that you submitted a character on the last one, the one with like 160 something comments, and I missed it somehow. But these are the people where I've got a donation, but I don't show that you submitted a character. So if you submitted a character, or if you want to submit a character, let me know straight away. Ashley, Atomic Toast 56, Adam, Justin Kemp, Brud Parsnips, Arthresh, Isa, Noviasol, Grimmeth, Mr. Peter MC, here's a good one, at amp semicolon number 1278. This may be a problem with Zerfall's text file. I can't be positive. Monkey Merc, Joseph Merce, Denect, which seems odd because I recognize that name as a regular commentator, but I don't see a submission from you, Denect. So write and let me know if you meant to submit a character, or if you did in the past and I somehow missed it. StoneCon, that's another one. I know StoneCon's one of my regulars, but I don't see any indication that you submitted a character. Mom-in-law, I'm thinking that's Zerf's mother-in-law. I don't think she's submitting a character. Bit Junkie, Lethal Feline. Lethal submitted in some previous things, but he had never submitted anything for RTK XIII. So Lethal, if you want a character, let me know. Otherwise, you donated and you were part of the stream, and good for you. SKS, Canuck Lucky, Sierra Mike 09, Steve Co, War in Heaven. Did I miss Grimmeth? Grimmeth. Let me read through this again real fast. If I read your name on this list, it means I don't have a character submission from you. But if you want to make one, I'll honor it because you donated 25 or more. Ashley, Atomic Toast 56, Adam, Justin Kemp, Brud Parsnips, Arthresh, Isa, Novia Soul, Grimmeth, Mr. Peter MC, at ampersand 1278, Monkey Merc, Joseph Merce, Denect, StoneCon, Mom-in-Law, Bit Junkie, Lethal Feline, SKS, Canuck Lucky, Sierra Mike 09, Stevco, War in Heaven. You guys, I don't have a character for you. So that's it. Throw in your thoughts and comments, particularly if you were a donor, on what you would like to see us do as far as I'll be on the same force led by Zerf, or work for one of the existing warlords. And if you believe you are entitled to a character, but I listed you amongst the people who donated but haven't given me a character, give me a character quickly. And if you donated $25 or more and you wanted a character and you weren't mentioned at all in this video, let me know about that too, because I'll have to double check with Zerf and make sure that I have a complete list of the donors. That's it. Sometime in approximately the next week or two, once I've got everybody's responses collated, I'm hoping, and I've got a lot of other LPs going on right now, so it's probably not going to be a new video every day, but I'm hoping to get started on rewarding the Zerfall charity donors with another exciting Romance 313 Let's Play, this time with Fame and Strategy Expansion. Bye, guys.